Friends, the name is S.D.A. Williams, your motivational God. I'm here because you know I love you and I believe in you. There's greatness planted inside you. You need a little bit of water to grow up beautifully, and I'm here for such things because I believe that whatever is inside you, if you bring it out there, not only you will benefit, but your children's children and my children may benefit out of it. Because when Bill Gates came out with Apple company and they started doing iPhone, iPod. I've never met him face to face, but I have benefited out of it. And I think you have benefited out of the same thing. And so today we're here to talk about the kind of books that rich people, successful people read. Because most of us think that reading is just for school, like, for educated people. Like, that's what we think. It's meant to, we are meant to read at school. Meanwhile, it's not that. Reading is in its best form when you decide to read for yourself. You get what I mean? Reading is the best way for you to develop your life. Reading what you love best may not be the best for your future. And so that's why I surround myself with a lot of books out here. I surround myself with a lot of books. You know why? Because the knowledge is inside the book. Sometimes you think you read a book, then you get to this level of life. You make education. Let me come this way. Most of us don't like reading because when we were in school, we've been forced to read the things we don't like. We've been forced to learn the things we don't like. So after school, we think, Wule is good. Oh man, I'm done with this school. I have nothing to do with books anymore. I think it's a form of discouraging you for reading. Because the more you read, the closer you come to the people you've never met and their ideas. Statistics shows that a CEO in the world read 6 books in a month. Bill Gates said, I read 60 books in a year. And he was asked, if you get the power to choose, what superpower would you choose? And he said, for me, if I want a superpower, which I think it's not possible, but if I want a superpower, I would like to choose a superpower that will make me read a book a day. The second richest man in the world, which is Bill Gates, who have like $94.5 billion, want a superpower that can help him to read a book a day. So roughly, you want to read a book 365 times, different books, 365 books in a year. Wow. So this goes back to you, who is watching me. You tell a friend to tell a friend. The name is S.D.A. Williams. So come and watch me. Share my video and go out there and get whatever book you want. But let me tell you, there's some books that rich people have decided to focus on. All of them, they have got those books to read. Reading motivates you to grow rich. Reading motivates you to grow rich. And let me tell you again, The books here, these people have, 60 years of life experience, 30 years of life experience. They put it in a book form. And so you reading it, it gives you that 60 years lifestyle into maybe a month. So you really shorten that experience and you take the best out of it. And so let's see what kinds of books that rich people read. Number one, they read books about human relations. Steve Corby said this: if you understand human relations, if you understand the habits of human beings, you are easy to link up. This world, it says your net wealth depend on your network. So your net wealth depend on your net wealth. So your net wealth depend on your network. So if you know how to relate to humans, everyone individually, you know how to manage your business or your affairs. Because if I know how to manage people, it's easy for me to manage my affairs. Um, I was listening to the third richest man in the world, which is Wayne Buffett. Wayne said he employs people who looks like him. He employs people who are like him. And there are four ways that he looks to employ somebody into his business. One, integrity. How do you discover that? By reading books that tells you about human being, the relationship that humans we have. Integrity and intelligence, energy or enthusiasm, then positive discipline or positive mindset. And so you need to know, if you want to be successful, if you want to have a business, grow your business to that level, you need to know how you can relate to people. We have this mindset that, oh, I don't want people, God is the only one who is gonna take me to the next level. It's not people. God is not gonna come and tell you, get up from this level to the next level. God is gonna use people. Because the legal way to be on this planet, physically, to be on this planet, is to go through a woman or a mother or to be born. That's the legal way to get to earth. And so God won't come physically for you to see him. He will come through somebody. And so that's where you need to get it. The legal way to be on this planet is to come through a woman. And that's why Jesus was born, through the permissible process. That's the legal way to be on this planet. And so all those people saying, oh, I want God to come and help me, I want spirit to come and help me, you will never see them physically, but they will come through somebody. And so that's why you need to have that relationship with human beings. Human beings are the only people who can raise you to the top or bring you bam to the down. They are human beings. They are human beings. But you just need to know how to relate to them. The second book, or the second kind of books that rich people read, is negotiation. You need to know how to negotiate. No matter how it is, Mike, you need to know how to negotiate with people. One, you know how to relate to them, and now you need to know how to negotiate with them. Whatever business you're doing, if you don't have negotiation skills, you may never succeed. Whatever business you're doing, unless you want to work for somebody, even working for someone, you need to go through an interview and you still need to negotiate. And you need to learn how to negotiate. All right, so number three, books about leadership and politics. I know you're surprised that leadership and politics are one of the books that rich people read. Yes, and power. If you wanna be a leader or you wanna own your own business, you need to know how to lead. One thing people don't understand in life is that they think politicians are leaders. Politicians are not leaders, they are commanders. You know, when you are in the army or you are in the force, they command you. They're not leading you, they are commanders. Politicians are commanders, and leaders are people who have done it, they've gone there, they are leading you to where they've been. You need to understand the difference. A commander is somebody who hasn't gone there, but he have their ideas, so he's pushing you to get there. And that's why, when you watch war movies, the commander is behind and saying, go, go, go. The commander hasn't been there yet. He hasn't even been in the battlefield, but he's commanding you to get there. Leadership is all about experience, and commanding is all about ideas and knowledge. So that's the difference you need to know. So if I'm telling you what I'm telling you today, I've experienced it. And so I'm being a leader. But if I haven't experienced it and I have an idea, that's a different story. But I have experience about what I'm telling you. So you need to know about your leadership books, and you need to know about how to be a commander or politics. Politics is about commanding people because you got the idea. Leadership is about telling people or exciting or encouraging people because you've been there and you know what is there. And number four, biography. Biography is one of the books that successful people or rich people read. You know why? Because it's good to learn from somebody who have done what you are doing or you are about to do. The most successful people in the world, we read biography. I watch a lot of biographies because Tesla, when the guy who invented Tesla as a car or as a motor company, he read a biography, and through that's when he got the ideas. And so the more you read people's story, what they've done, their achievements after 50 years ago. My best book in the world is Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. He spent 25 years interviewing about 5,000 people, successful people, and shrank it down to 13 principles of becoming rich. And that book never failed. It's never failed anyone. The most successful people in the world have read that book, Think and Grow Rich. It doesn't fail because you know why? He interviewed about 5,000 successful people. Henry Ford, name them. All those people were interviewed. Andrew Carnegie, they were interviewed and put them together. And so through that, you can get the ideas. Those things I'm telling you, they won't teach you at school. They won't teach you at school because the school have a lot to teach in this world. And I always says that the school, I don't know who came up with this school thing. I know the initial stage, it was Greek Empire we started with school. And it wasn't like for everyone, it was just for the royalty, how to read and write. And that's the best idea you can get from the school. If you can get how to read and write and apply what you read and write, that is it. I think that's the best way out there because the The big things out there, the knowledge and everything for you to read and become somebody, it's in these books here. And it's not in the schools. It is in these books. Like my school life, that's my book. I have experienced that. When I was in school, I experienced that, the school life. So that's why you need to know that the knowledge is out of the school. The things that will let you prosper in life is out of the school. So number 5, you need to read books about entrepreneurship and business, which is not taught in the schools unless you do degree in business. And even doing degree in business, there are certain things you won't see it there. It's just theory, which is command. But we're talking about leadership, which is you do the business, experience it, and teach somebody to do it. I hope you're getting me right. And so you need to learn about entrepreneurship. You need to read books about it. You know, most of the time we think, oh, I want to do business. I want to do business. I'm waiting for money. No, you're not waiting for money. You need to get the ideas. You need to read the books. You need to get the biography of people who have become what you want to be. Then in the long run, you will see yourself becoming that powerful person, that successful person. All right, so number 6, the books that rich people read is personal development. You know, I always say this. There are 7 riches in life. There are 7 riches in life, which is good health, happiness, love, and kind, success, prosperity, peace of mind, and a whole lot of money. And so personal development is what you need to read. You need to read that personal development. You need to know who you are, how you can stand out from the crowd. You know, because our system out there always make us to be ordinary people. Everybody want you to be ordinary because your friends feel like if you become extraordinary, you're gonna take in charge of their life. They don't want that. So they want you to be ordinary person. Ordinary. Be like us. Kids hate children who are different. It doesn't matter whether you are intelligent or not. As far as you are different from them, they hate you. They don't like you. They want people who are like them. And we grow up to be like that. So we want people who are like us. We have this story, like posts attract like posts. So that's why you need to work with intelligent people. You need to associate yourself with people who have made it in life. Because if you have friends who are like, 5 friends who are poor, you'll be the 6th one. But if you have friends who are successful, 5 friends who are successful, you'll be the 6th one. And so this is why you need to know that reading the best books in the world will give you the best opportunities in the world. You know, sometimes things happen around you, but you don't know. But if you read it, then you realize, oh, okay, this is why I was feeling this way. And there's one book out there, As a Man Thinketh. James Allen, he wrote that book, As a Man Thinketh. He says our mind is like a garden. Whatever we plant in it will germinate. And so, whatever actions we are taking today, it's from here, our mind. It's inside our mind. And so, through that, then we get the actions out there. And so, you need to read that personal development book, self development book. You need to know yourself, your strength, be yourself. And so, the last book I want to let you know that rich people read or we read is books about how to become rich, or make money, and mind power. You know, everything is a state of mind. Everything in this world is a state of mind. The basic needs in life, good food and water, clothing and shelter. And so these are the things that money can buy. But let's say if you buy the good food, it's a state of mind that will tell you that you are hungry, then you will eat the food. And so let's say if the basic needs in life is 60 to 70% of our life, the the 70, the 30 to 40% is a state of mind. But the state of mind is the one that controls the the 60 and the 70%. And so in real life, your head, which is the biggest notebook in the world, is the one that controls everything in your life. And that's why I've never seen somebody's whose head is chopped off and the person is still talking or the person is still moving around. Like my son, he break his arm really badly, but he can still talk to us. Even though he's feeling the pain and all this stuff, but he can still talk to us. Imagine he break his neck or his head was off. Excuse my language. We will be crying now. Even though he break his arm, we can still cry, but we still survive and he's still talking. You can hear him upstairs there. And so that's what I'm trying to let you know, that everything that I talk about is about you as a person. And so you can achieve greatness by using your biggest notebook in the world and reading these books. So let me just recap the books that rich people read, the most successful people that you want to become like them, the most powerful people, the books that they read. Number one is a book of human relation. The book about human relation, the book about negotiation, the book about leadership and power and politics, the book about biographies, the book about entrepreneurship and business, the book about personal development, and the book about how to be rich, how to make money, machine to produce more money, and the mindset or the mind power. All right, so I just got a message on my other side that I need to give you guys a bit of books that you can read. There are a couple of books out there that if you want to be healthy, there's a study that Dr. T. Campbell, Dr. T. Colin Campbell, it's called the China Study. Read that book or watch the video on YouTube. Peace of mind you can get as a man thinketh from James Allen, and how to become successful. You can go and get Think and Grow Rich, and then how to love, and how to win friends and influence people. It's like how to love people. You can get the book from Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie, how to win friends and influence people. When it comes to prosperity, there's a book called The Richest Man in Babylon by George C. Carlson. The Richest Man in Babylon. And Happiness, The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer. The Power of Intention. And there's another book here, which is the final book. It's all about money, how to be rich and become successful. It's called The Rich Dad, The Poor Dad. All right, that's Robert Kiyosaki. These are the books that you can read out there. There's a lot of books out there for you to read. Read by yourself. Get those books and read it and apply the knowledge in the books. It will change your life forever. Thank you so much for having the time to be with me. Share my video. Tell another friend to tell another friend. The name is SDA Williams, your motivational godfather. You can follow me on Facebook here or my like page, which is SDA Williams, or you can Google my name on Google. Search my name on Google, SDA Williams, with no space in it, and my website, www.sdawilliams.com, or you can go to my charity website, which is gytweb.org. And when it comes to your business, like, you want to turn your dream into books to make business out of it, go to my website, wiseinkpress.com. That's where we can talk. If you want to transform your ideas into books, I can help you to do that. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Have a wonderful time.